Hello, divine and peaceful greetings to all of my audience. Today, I have come up with another session about future tense. As dear audience, I had already talked about the present format of the tense with all the four aspects, that is present simple, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. So did I do with the past tense of English language in terms of the past indefinite, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect continuous. So today I have come up with the third aspect or third form of the tense, that is future tense, along with its structural form and the examples. And let's begin. As you know, dear friends, as present tense talks about the present situation or the actions and the work that is usually happening or occurring in the present slot of the timeline, and so the past tense of the English language talks about the action or the work that's being done in some time slot across the timeline in the past. Okay, so does future tense. Future tense is again indicated towards the time that's yet to come. Okay, so we are talking about the work and the action that are being discussed for the futurity of our action and work. So definitely, as per the convenience of the understanding, grammarians have discussed. They have, for the sake of understanding, they have divided timeline into yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So they claim that yesterday is the past, today is the present, and tomorrow is the future. No doubt, for the sake of convenience, we can even discuss it. We can divide even the day. We can divide it into the recent past, present, and immediate future. That in that capacity, we can try to understand. Okay, you know that language is very situational. There are no fixed rules in language. So we are going to discuss future tense today, and you know that as per this criteria, future tense is a tense that uses to show any action or work in the timeline that is yet to come. So let's begin with the future simple or future indefinite. In future simple or future indefinite, where we have the structure, that is the subject, first, second, or third, and then we have the helping verb. The helping verb here works helping verb will / shall. But usually in the modern usage of the English language, particularly as the American usage of the English language, we more and more use will only at the place of shall. We more and more use will only. No doubt shall has its own usage. Later on in our videos, we can talk in detail about the usage of English tenses, okay, and other sentence patterns. So right now, it's the subject plus will as an helping verb. Then we have the first form of the verb. After that, we have the object. Okay, like in the example, we can say that I will eat rice. I act as a subject, that is the first person singular subject I, and we use will with it. Will acts as a helping verb. Then we have eat as a main verb. Then we have the rice as an object. Okay, as an object. So I as a subject is gonna work on object, that is rice, is gonna eat it, but it is being helped by the main verb, that is the action word, that is eat. Okay, so the work is being done by I on rice. I is a subject and rice is an object. Likewise, in our next example, where we have another subject, that is he will play football. He will play football. Likewise, we have he as third person singular subject, where we don't have any kind of special usage of third person singular subject here. That only works in the present tense formation. Okay, here we can say that he will play football, wherein he acts as a subject and is gonna work on the object football, and it's being helped by the helping verb will, and along with the main verb, that's play. Play is a word or a verb, that is action doing word, that's called a verb. That's play as main verb. So he will play football. Okay, that's it. So that's for the future simple. Future simple is being used for any kind of action or work that's been indicated in the future. It's a single verb that usually we indicate towards the future in the timeline. That is the time yet to come. Okay, that is for the future simple. Next, we move to the future continuous. In the future continuous, that is also being called future progressive, and in which we can say that again, in its structure we have subject plus the will be plus verb plus ing plus object, wherein when we try to analyze it, we have the subject as usual. Subject can be first person, second person, or third person. That means it can be I or we, it can be you and you, it can be he, she, it, or any noun, or any singular noun, or it can be they, or any plural noun. Okay, any plural nouns. That is for the subject. Again, then we have will be. Again, the helping verb will has been used, but along with we put be as another helping verb with it. It becomes will be. Only then it becomes, as per the English structure or grammatical rules, it becomes only possible to make the sentence progressive. Okay, so it is, say for it is that subject plus will be plus ing form of the verb, that is verb, first form of the verb plus ing, that is present progressive form of the verb, and then object. Let's go for the example. For the example, say I will be eating rice. I will be eating rice. So I again works as a subject, and will be works as an helping verb. Then eating is a main verb, that is the word indicating action, and then the rice is an object. So I say that I'll be eating rice. I is a subject, and it's going on. It's gonna work on. It's gonna work in terms of an action that's eating on. Okay, that's it. Then in the next example for the future continuous is she will be playing football. She will be playing football. Again, it leads us, we get to a distant time into the future across the timeline, where she acts as a subject and is being helped by the helping verb will be, and along with the main verb that's called play, along with ing, that's playing. Okay, that is the action doing word, and it's going on to work on the object, that is football. So she is playing football, or she will be playing football. That's it. Then next to it we have the future perfect, and before that, you know that future continuous or future progressive, this is the tense that helps us to indicate any kind of action, any kind of work across the timeline into the future. And whenever we use this tense, that means we are doing any work, we are performing any work at the time of speaking. That is the main usage of it. Next to it, we have the future perfect. In the future perfect, again like present past tenses, we have the future. We again have it in a structure: subject plus will have plus third form of the verb, that is called past participle form of the verb plus object. So here you have the subject, then will have. And one more important point to mention here, that is, as usual as in the present tense, I told that we have the special rule for the third person singular subjects. But here it doesn't work. Even if we'll have the third person singular subject, but that doesn't take has as it is helping verb. It usually takes have. This is very, very important, dear audience. You need to note it down that for the future tense, even if we are required to use third person singular subject, but we are not supposed to use has as a helping verb. We are always using have as a helping verb. Okay, so likewise, let's go for the examples. So we have the subject, we have will have, we have the past participle form that helps us to make the perfect, and then the object. Let's go for the example. I will have eaten rice. I will have eaten rice. So that means I as a subject is gonna work on the object rice, and it is being helped by the helping verb will have that helps us to make the perfect tense out of it. Then we have the main verb, the past participle form of the eat, that's called eaten, and that is an action doing word that helps us to perform an action, and action is being performed by I, and it is being performed on rice. I becomes the subject and rice becomes an object. Okay, that's it. In the next example for the future perfect, we have he will have played football. He will have played football. So that means he again acts as a subject, and will have is being used as the helping verb, then play as a main verb is being used as a third form of the verb, that's called a past participle, and football is an object. Okay, likewise. And the example that I was referring here, I already discussed about it, that whenever we have the third person singular in the future, but we never use has with it, we use have only. We have the example like that here, that otherwise, as per the previous rule, that in the present tense formation we should have, it should have been he will has play football, but it is not like that. It is he will have played football. Okay, so at the place of has, as per that, that's why English grammar is the grammar of exceptions. Okay, we have a lot of exceptions, and anyway, he will have played football. That is for the future perfect. Let's move to the next tense, next aspect, that is future perfect continuous. Before I'll start with the future perfect continuous, the same is the case here as we had in the past. Whenever we use the future perfect and future perfect continuous, it is better that we should use two clauses. We should make two actions possible at one time. Say for example, if I say that I'll have eaten rice. I have eaten rice when my brother will sleep. When my brother will sleep. And for the second instance, we get that he will have played football. He will have played football before my mother will cook. Before my mother will cook. So likewise, we usually attach one more clause to it, particularly it is the future indefinite. We attach to it along with conjunction in between. Okay, that's it. And same would go with the future perfect continuous. Like we have the subject plus will have been and plus verb plus ing plus object. Again, we have the subject, maybe first, second or third person, then we have will have been. Again, look, for here, for the helping verb, we have the three components for the helping verb. Will have been. Will indicates to the future, making it future. Have indicates it helps us to make it perfect, and been helps us to make it continuous. Why? Because will have been is making it perfect, and after that we'll have to make it continuous as well, because it's a perfect continuous sentence, perfect continuous tense, and for that we require the main verb along with the ing form and then the object. Let's go for it. Say for example, we get I will have been eating rice. I will have been eating rice. Okay, I as a subject, will have been is making it perfect. I will have been. It is a perfect tense. Okay, but it is not perfect tense, and I will have been is not complete. One is that it is perfect, but it doesn't have main verb. Okay, then the second is that we need continuity in the tense, that we require to use another verb and put it in the progressive form, that is the ing form. So we can say that I will have been eating. So here our present perfect continuous completes. Then we put the object to it. I will have been eating rice. I is the subject, and I is the subject. He is going to work along in the future time with the perfect standard and the continuous standard. That means it more and more, as you know, that in the perfect continuous tenses we give more and more emphasis to the continuity, not to the completion. So here we can say that I will have been eating rice when my brother will drink water or take milk. Likewise, like in the second sentence, is that she will have been playing football. It's again the future tense. She as a subject, agent of the work, and will have been are the helping verbs that help us to make the future perfect and continuous. Okay, because why continuous? Because it helps to make the future perfect only. Then the continuity we can make possible with the help of the main verb along with the ing form. That's called playing. So she will have been playing football. In order to make it more convenient, more informative, more communicative, we attach one more clause to it along with the conjunction in between, as I already told you. And we'll be discussing in detail for the use of the tenses in future course of the session, definitely in detail, but here I'll just try to make it for the reference point, that here we can say that she will have been playing football when my brother will play cricket. and my brother will play cricket. She'll have been playing football when my brother will play cricket. So this is all for today in this session, and as you know that I'll just give a little bit recap that we talked about the future tense, future simple tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, and future perfect continuous tense, along with the structural pattern and the example. Okay, hope that you have understood it. If you have any doubt, we can clarify it in the future sessions. And with this, I say goodbye to you. Have a good time ahead. Okay, thank you very much.